Hello, I'm Michaela and this is my Big Book TBR pile. This is my Big Book TBR video, and these books are on my overall TBR pile, and it doesn't so much reflect all of the books as a lot of them aren't as long as these books, but I'm going to go straight in and go with Labyrinth by Kate Morse. And this book is about history and more contemporary person within history as well, and how those two parts of history connect together. And this book is 702 pages long, which doesn't sound too long considering I've read a Harry Potter book that is, I think, maybe 100 pages less. But I think it's more the content of this book that scares me rather than its length. And it's a very chunky book, and it would probably take a while for me to get through. And I think we've all heard of this next one, which is A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. And I kind of get the era this was based in, but I don't know much about the plot in the books, because I try not to associate myself with the plot lines so I don't ruin it. And there's 801 pages in this book, which is scary, and I have to say I do like these covers. They are, I think, the best covers that you can get, maybe without that bit there on the cover. The next book that I have is I Am Pilgrim, and the author is Terry Hayes, and I do like this cover as well. It's a very good cover, and it has 892 pages, which is another scary amount. And I don't really know much about this book other than it's like a crime thriller type of book. And the next book that I've got is a collection of books, and that is on my Kindle, which is about a 3,000 and something page book, but there is like 14 books, and it's originally called The Paranormal 13, but they've added an extra book in there as a bonus, and I'm not really complaining about it. It's just I don't know if I'll read it at all because it's such a long book, even though I could read it as individual books because they're all on Amazon and Goodreads. And the next book is The Order of the Phoenix by J.K. Rowling, and I know it's saying that I haven't read this book yet, and I think the only reason I'm scared to read this book and that it's so intimidating is because it's the hardback cover, which makes it seem a lot longer than what it really is, and I don't even know how many pages it's got. And it's got 766 pages in, so it's a little bit longer than the last one, which I managed to get through quite easily. Now, the last book that I've got isn't really that long a book, as it's only at 431 pages, and I think it's because this copy of The Miniaturist by Jessie Burton is a hardback copy. It intimidates us quite a lot, and I'm always scared to read hardback copies, and it's obviously not as long as the rest, but it's scary all the same, and I've always been putting it off because I've considered it too scary to read, which is why I'd rather read something like A Game of Thrones, even though I'm scared to read that as well. Just hardbacks scare us twice as much. And I hope you've enjoyed this video today, and I hope you watch some other videos too.